Assalamualaikum. My name is Mardhiah Usman and my partner is Zaim bin Saharudin. So in our project, we will be doing book self application. Okay, so here is the list of functions of our application. Firstly, we can view the list of books, and then we are able to add books to the list, and then we are also able to remove books from the list, and then we can also edit book details, and then we can upload cover images for books, and finally we can sign in with a Google account and view the books that they added to the list. So in doing our project, we are using Google Cloud Platform. So this is because in Google Cloud Platform they have the ability to do computing, data storage, and then data analytic, and also machine learning. So that's why we are using Google Cloud Platform for our application. Okay, next we will be go through the architecture of our application. So here, as you can see, the network architecture of our application. So you can see here, the Google Cloud Platform is connected to the internet. Okay, so the Google Cloud Platform will provide all the database and all the storage, and then it will connect to the internet, and from the internet it connect to the router, and from the router it will connect to the web server and also mobile apps. So for our application, users can access our application through the website or also through a mobile application. Okay. Okay, so for this project, our Google Cloud Platform utilities that we will be using are: first is the Apps Engine Flexible Environment. So the function of this Apps Engine Flexible Environment is to deploy our website. And then the second one is the Cloud Data Store, which is to store the structured data. And then the third one is cloud storage for binary data, for example the images and so on. And then the fourth one is the Flash Web Application Framework. It is Python based. And then, so what is Apps Engine? So Apps Engine is a platform to deploy an application, and in Apps Engine there is no server management and also no configuration deployment. Okay, next is the cloud storage. Cloud storage is to store the binary data, and then bucket means a container to store the binary data, and then the cloud data store is to store structured data. So in our application, before we are doing our before we can proceed with our project, we need to download the .py and also the .yaml, yeah. And then from that we can access the data store, Cloud SQL, Mongo database, and also the cloud storage. So next is authentication. In our application, we allow user to sign up to be recognized as an authorized user. So for this process, we are using auth login in the Google Cloud Platform, and then we put our domain as an authorized domain for this authentication to be occur. Okay, next, the demonstration. For the demonstration, it will be presented by my partner Zaim. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Zaim. I will continue the presentation and I will do the demonstration. So I will show you step by step the work that we have done. So first of all, we will create a GCP project. So I've already created a project by bookshelf 239915. So, and by using this function, we can show the default project ID. So my default project ID is bookshelf 239915. So if you want to see, so here we can see the project that I've created, the bookshelf 239915. That is the project ID. So after creating the project, we will create a cloud data store instance. So I've created the config file. So this is the config file. So in this file, we will determine the project ID, which is our project ID, and also the data backend which we want to use is a data store. So the data store is a storage where we can store unstructured data. So we have to modify the setting inside the file, which is our project ID and the data backend. Next, we will create a cloud storage to store images using this function. So here we will create a data storage which is bookshelf 23115. So they're creating a storage. So I've already created the already, so it will say that the data storage already exists. So we have created the data store and we've created the cloud storage bucket. Next, we will create an authentication. So the authentication part, we will use the credential utility in Google, which will let you use the Google Sign-in API. We will add our domain into the authorized domain. So I've already created the credential and I name it as Python bookshelf app. So here we will put the name of our domain into the authentication. So whenever a new user will view our website, they will be able to sign in using Google API sign in. So that's that. Next, we have created the authentication and then we create a background worker to listen for instruction. So the background worker is listening right now. This is the background worker. So the function to run the background worker is this function. So all the functions that the work have to do is inside the main books queue, and then all we have to do is just run the worker. So this worker works like they will listen to instruction coming from a website and will display it. So I will do the demonstration later. So the worker will run with the PSQ worker. So all I need to do is just run this function. So it will have a listening worker listen to background for instruction in the website. So right now they are listening. Okay, so now they are listening. So see, they are listening to all the tasks that I've done in the website here. So I'll just try to go to books. So we will listen and we will try. See if we go to looking of the title foundation. So we will look for the title of foundation. So this is how the workers work. Here I will show you the website that we've created. So I've put some books in it. So here are some books. So the way we want to add book, we can just go add book and we can put the title, the author, the publisher, the description and everything. So here, and we can also have the function to log in. So we have the login, so I can log in with my name. So here I can log into my so by the way, before this it was running on a local machine. Right now it will run on the website, on the server, on the Google Cloud server. So I can also delete the book. I can go to this book and I can delete the book. So I can also edit the book after editing it. So this is it. So this is our project, and thank you for listening. And oh yeah, and I can also log out of the website. So that's it. That's your project. Thank you for listening.